I'm ready. I've done my preparation work. Let's open this Old English 800 on camera. I just had one of these babies. Oh. Documented for all time. I don't condone the use of alcohol. So, no one under 18 should watch this video. This is not for you. If you're watching it, go away, turn it off, and go watch South Park, because that kind of profanity is accepted by Comedy Central and the cable networks. And they're in the middle of a $500 $500 million lawsuit, as far as I can tell. All right. So I want to show you something. Here's my channel content on YouTube. Painting with black on a Wednesday night. 29 views. Now that means a lot. A couple hours ago it was only 15. So what that means is there's literally 29 people in the world who will click on one of my art videos. Now you can see that Entropia Universe, having fun hunting. There's 44 people who care about me playing Entropia Universe. That is more than my artwork. Okay. The Share the Load t-shirt video I made. That's 26 hits. And I don't think I got a single sale. There's no way. I mean, all I have to do is check in my Gmail to see if anything is sold. But out of 26 people viewing that video, I doubt there's one person who actually bought the t-shirt. My next t-shirt idea is potatoes. That'd be pretty funny. I'll just do it. I'm on the Lord of the Rings theme because Amber watches Lord of the Rings 24/7, including the Ralph Bakshi piece of crap version, the Hobbit cartoon, the Rohirrim cartoon that is hard to sit through, and the movies over and over and over again. And like a lot of people, she told me when the Fellowship of the Ring came out, she didn't care. When the Two Towers came out, she didn't care. But then there was a lot of buzz about the Return of the King, about how great a movie it was. And that got a lot of people to watch it. And of course it won Best Picture that year. Okay, and it put the Lord of the Rings trilogy on the map, Peter Jackson on the map, and then people went back and watched the first two movies, and now it's become the best film trilogy ever made in the history of mankind. Well, the film industry goes back 120 years. I think it was Thomas Edison who invented the little holes in the film. He got a copyright on that. Okay, so you couldn't make a film without using Edison's copyright. Okay. Edison used to have his own film company, and not Not a lot of people know this, but even in Wizard of Oz analysis videos, even just focusing on the books, they don't seem to mention that the wizard was actually based on Thomas Edison, who L. Frank Baum thought at the time was kind of a fraud. Well, so I've known that for many years. I'm a big Wizard of Oz fan of all the original books. I haven't read them all in years. After the first one, the series became more for little girls, because those were the ones that responded to his books and would write him letters. So the very first book is truly an adventure for all ages, and it's serious, and the text is dense. But as soon as you get to book 2, The Land of Oz, it's more for kids. Okay. And kids mean big business. Certainly Disney got that idea and exploited the idea. And then, as it turns out, Walt Disney was heavily interested in the Oz franchise, even doing a skit based on Oz. It's on YouTube. Walt Disney does Oz, basically. And when he filmed the characters, they look more like the John R. McNeil drawings than in the MGM theatrical movie release, where they changed the silver slippers into ruby slippers because Technicolor was a big deal, and the ruby slippers would really show up on screen a lot better than silver slippers. And then it blew my mind because it's Mystic Manor is the name of the channel. I highly recommend it. He does his research about books, discounting movies, and just goes into the lore, like Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, and in his video about Wizard of Oz, well, he analyzed all the characters, and he did a really great job. Mystic Manor, it's on YouTube, and he uses CGI. His Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland, and Peter Pan videos are just awesome. He gives amazing insight into these stories. Of course, on YouTube, you have to keep it rated G. There's more going on. As you know, all these books were written by adults. Yeah, I can't even talk about certain stuff. Okay, it's not a good idea. I already have enough problems without getting another strike on YouTube. They don't have my sense of humor. Okay, Old English 800. It's where our mother tongue came from. And if you go back 500 years, our American English is not compatible with the English back then, and for sure 1,000 years ago, American English is incompatible with the Old English there. Okay. So now that we've got that out of the way, Ah, so in the comment section, a really nice guy, and I will do another comments video. He said I should put this on a shirt for Zazzle, and the phrase would be "share the lovin's." It's actually not a bad idea. That's me sitting in my car because I put the camera on a tape roll at this point for my camera stand. This is a good drawing. It's like a Beavis and Butthead style. That's a whole other subject. Someday I wouldn't mind talking about Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill. Okay. So I just spent 11 minutes talking about stuff. Here's the Frog King. I didn't know how important the Frog King was until South Park. Okay, he's on a beer can. That's significant. Okay. So I have 19 minutes to make art. So this video is supposed to be about me making art on a bed. That was a long introduction. That's okay. So I can't use this table. And I don't want to. What happens when you draw on a flat table is your work at the top of the page becomes distorted because the top of the page is farther away from you, and your vision and perception becomes a little out of whack. That's why you see artists using a slanted table. Okay, now let's go over here. This place is a disaster, but I did take out the trash and I did some dishes. There's a guitar that makes someone cry whenever they see it because it's unplayed. But that's not true. Amber plays that guitar. Okay, so I did this setup today in preparation for this video. This is my blanket. Has a tiger, a cheetah, and a lion on it. And those are my stuffed animals. And here's the drawing board. Okay. I have to pee really bad. Well, I'll survive until the end of the video. Well, if it gets really bad, I'll just go pee. And you guys can wait. Okay. There's Tigger, Piglet, Little Bear, Chip, and Pooh Bear. Okay, those are my animals. You don't have to feed them, and the cuteness factor is very high. Okay. Here's my box of beer cans. Why do I have all of those? Well, because I'm a hoarder. Actually, they are art pieces at this point. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna take you through my processes. Making art on a bed. So here's the name of Robert Rauschenberg again. He made a painting. It's hard to say. It's, what is even the word? It's kind of an assemblage on a large canvas where he used a quilt and he put paint on it, and people were offended by this art piece. And it's a fabulous piece of art. I've seen it in LA. It towers at 8 feet tall. There's a quilt and there's oil paint on the quilt. And it's just fantastic. It's all about putting oil paint on stuff. So I've been very influenced by Robert Rauschenberg, his work from the late 50s, and I also studied about Jasper Johns. Okay, Robert Rauschenberg and Jasper Johns, they were, I guess it's okay to talk about on YouTube, but I'm not gonna, because I don't care. Let's just say that they were partners. Okay. So, you know why I can do this art making session right now? It's because Amber is away in California. Oh my goodness. Tripod! Okay, I love this thing. Let's see. Let's get it level. Okay. So, Amber loves to just lay here in the bed and be on the phone or read a book. It's her domain. So I've taken over today. And I get to use this for my art studio setup until she comes back. This might be a 2-part video, if not a 3-part. It's the bed series. Okay. Let's take a look at the Batman painting. I haven't figured out what I want to do yet. Because here you have dark and here you have light. So psychologically, on Batman, I might want to have this side of the face in darkness. I like this. So I might change this to be the dark half. This would be the light. So every video when I make art, I say there's no mistakes and that everything is fixable, and it is. It's just a decision-making process. Here's Robin. It's screwed up with a neck anatomically, but I could fix it. I like how it's coming along though. So here's the inside of the box, which is a cavalcade of black and grays and red. And I've left this alone for a couple days because I actually like it. So it never really occurred to me to completely do my entire art routine on video before. I would show glimpses, but I never showed when I was under full operational power. And I don't know why. And I think it's because I was burnt out on art after making it for so long. And I didn't want to get into it. And I didn't think anyone on YouTube would care. But it turns out that people care about art. Did you know, and I saw this on the web, that yearly, the art world generates more money than everything in the music world combined. So everything in the art world actually produces more income than the music world. That is amazing. Because in the art world you have those auctions where masterpieces get sold for millions of dollars. Okay. Are we gonna do some artwork? Here's my red Sonia drawing. So another thing I'm doing with these art videos is documenting my work. So I don't even make artwork anymore unless I'm filming. Okay, so this is great. I want to show every step of my art making process, document it, put it on YouTube, and it will be forever. I am a Lovins, and I have a legacy to continue. Both my grandparents were artists and art teachers, so for the sake of the family name, I have to carry on. Okay. Well, someone has to do it. Let's take a look at this drawing. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Okay. Got some greens, some pen drawings in there, a head, some shapes, a ball, Spider-Man, Conan, a woman. Okay. So when I'm finished with this drawing, it'll be worth $100. I'm not kidding. I have a fan base in LA and San Francisco. So when I'm done with this, it'll be worth $100. Well, it's actually worth more. But I think when I finish it, I could probably get $100 for it. At least. Okay. But documenting every stage of this drawing is important. And it's signed David Lovins 2025. So this piece is far from being done. Okay. It's a blank on the back at this point. That's interesting. I might do something there. Okay. So maybe this is just doing the setup for what is to come. Look at all these blank canvases I have. Okay. We're making a mess on the bed. I couldn't be happier about that. Oh, I didn't know I had any of this newsprint paperback. I didn't know that I had any of that newsprint paper left. This canvas. When I'm done with it, might also be worth $100 when I'm done. Believe it or not. What you guys have to realize is that I have sold a lot of artwork in my life. Okay, this page was working on the golden mean, and I stepped on it and ruined the page, and I'll fix it with packaging tape. Okay, what else do I want to do? Get a couple beer cans, because when I have extra paint, I put them on the beer cans. Okay. Let's get 3 because I'm the 3rd child. My family is crazy, by the way. I don't want to get into it because I don't think they'd like it. They don't watch my videos anyway, so I don't see why it matters. Here's my Jack Skellington painting. Whole figure. That's kind of a brushy ordeal. I like it. And then I did my rated G variation. Put some drawings there. Made it into a whole adventure. Drawing ideas. I talked about this page in another video. It's atrocious. Okay. This is something I want to work on. My easel. Need some more paint. What else do I got down there? It's a good question. Here's Minnie Mouse. Hello, David. Would you like to come over to my place for some tea and crumpets? Okay. Minnie. Well, if you look at that, Minnie is the only girl amongst all those men. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men and 1 woman. I've seen videos like that. Okay. I got my tea there. The Frog King. I have the green frog in between the 2 televisions. Let's see, here's another canvas board. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I only have 2.5 minutes till the video ends and then I can go pee. Okay. This guitar. It has problems. It's not strung properly. Okay. Amber is better at the violin than the guitar. Okay. Here's the Sally painting. Current value $100. Okay. I'm not kidding. I wonder where my Jack Skellington painting is. My art is a disaster. Oh, I found my Jack painting. It's down there. Okay, here's the second easel. The second painted easel, I should say. Okay. We're always moving. Here's a Jack Skellington painting. Valued at $100. Okay. This can need some paint on it. Okay, only 1 minute and then I get to pee. Okay. Let's see. So you can only do one thing at a time. And I have doubts about multitasking. Focus on one thing at a time and do it well. The multitasking thing is a little schizophrenic, if not bipolar. I've tried that method. One thing at a time, set a time limit, move on to the next thing, and keep it in the queue. And then when you come around to it again, set a time limit, work on it. Work on one thing at a time.